And like, part of me was like, oh my. Isn't he a little old to be? Like I was like, I don't know if he should be doing that. That man his age. I was embarrassed, you know? But then, like, I settled into it. I'm like, well, he's Mick Jagger. He does that. If anyone's going to do that, let Mick do it. So I settled in, and I was like, all right, okay, it's not sad. It took him like 3 songs to pull it together, but I like that. It's sort of like rock and roll's dirty. It's fucked up. Let him figure it out. So by the 4th song, I was up on my chair like, yeah, you know. But then something happened. Well, it was kind of rough and beautiful at the same time. So they're gonna do Moonlight Mile from Sticky Fingers, challenging song for the Stones at any age. He's gotta do falsetto, it's a slow song. They put him way out in the audience on his own platform, Mick, with a guitar. I think the other guys were kind of concerned. They were like, you know, and I'm watching him, and he's doing it, and he's hitting it, man. He's hitting the falsetto. It's working, like he's in it. And out of nowhere, I just start crying. I'm crying. Like I look like one of those black and white photographs of those like 16-year-old girls in the 60s. Like tears are running down my face. And right in the middle of that moment, something horrible happened. They got the big screen and they go right in on Mick's face, like right here. And there it is, 50 feet big. And I'm like, oh God, why are you doing that to Mick? You could see everything, all the lines and the dyed hair. I'm like, stop it, take it down. And it was sad. I was like, this is so horrible. Why are they doing that? And I just kept looking at him. And all of a sudden, it like just hit me. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. This is amazing that these guys are still doing those songs now with all this experience and pain and wisdom and just life behind them. Brings a depth to it that wasn't there before. It's fucking unbelievable. They're still the huge rolling, it's like beautiful. I mean, because I started thinking about it, it's like, it's a lot riskier for those guys to be doing this shit now than it was in 1972. I mean, in 1972, if Richards was like fucked up on heroin and he fell into a Marshall stack in the middle of the show and they had to cancel it, half the audience would be like, fucking Keith! Man, he was so fucked up. They couldn't even finish. I love it. They didn't care. But now, like, they're old and they're doing this shit and they're running around. Like, there was points where I'm like, come, take it easy, fellas. Don't go crazy. Because Mick's running. He's running from side to side. And I was just like, slow down, because what if it was like, he was just like, yeah. Keith, help me, Keith. Oh, God. It's happened. It's happened. Like, if that happened, an entire generation of people would just be out there going like, fuck, it's over. Mick is down. We're dying. We're dying. He didn't go down, though. He did not go down. They stayed. They stayed the Rolling Stones. Now, I'm going to share something with you. Not proud of it, but Dean, my buddy Dean, he's in his 50s too, he's 50. And we watched the whole concert, and then they left, and we knew they were gonna do one encore, right? So me and Dean are sitting there, and they come back out, and they go into Satisfaction. And I swear to God, at the same time, we look at each other, and we're like, let's go. Let's do it, let's beat the crowd. And like Dean lit up, he's like, yeah, let's go. So now we got a mission, you know, we're running, we're like, let's go. And like we get out, we got to get out of an arena, and then we hear him go into "You Can't Always Get What You Want," and we could hear that they brought on stage like an entire choir, and I'm like, oh shit, a choir. Dean's like, we can hear it, just keep going. We get up, we run up the stairs, we get to the car, and we're driving down. As we're pulling out of the garage, we see the crowds break. Just this like wave of people coming out of the arena, and we're like, shit, do it! And we get out, and we get on the highway, and we beat the crowds free and clear. But sadly, I think that might have been the highlight of the night. Like, I think it might have been better than the concert. Like, we enjoyed the concert, but we could not have been more excited. We're like, dude, we're out. We're out. That concert was amazing, but we're out. We're driving. Put a Stone CD in. Let's put a Stone CD in. Play Exile. That concert was good, but it's not Exile. It was a good moment. Sometimes you do get what you want. I don't know why I'm hung up on this mortality thing. I don't know why. I think it's because like I had a near-death experience like not too long ago. I almost died. I went running, and I hadn't done it in a while. You know, and it was scary. It was touch and go, as far as I could tell. It was very close to death. Like, I don't know what you do, but like I don't exercise that much. I may look like I'm in shape, but I'm not really. I go through long periods of time where I don't exercise at all, and it takes a lot to get me to exercise. I don't know your life or what happens with you, but with me, the exercise thing is like, it's like 3 phases that have to happen before I actually exercise. Like, phase 1, usually it's just me sitting at home, alone, doing nothing, and that, for, you know, whatever that means. I mean, there's a broad spectrum of that, and generally, you know, I don't know if I was ever taught to use God, how to use God. We were told he was there, but most of what you learn as a middle-class American Jew is that you're better than other people, and you should say you're a Jew out loud occasionally, sometimes out of context. Like, those are the basic rules. And we are better than other people. I'm sorry, I know that's why we're so contemptible to some of you, but yeah, that's true. And yeah, you just kind of say you're a Jew, like maybe at dinner someone says something and you say like, well, I'm a Jew, and it doesn't make sense to anybody really, and the one other Jew there kind of knows that you're taking the hit, like you're the target now, and but I'm glad you did your part today. But I don't know, you know, the Jesus thing, that's different, you know, that's kind of dug in. Right? If you got the Jesus put in you early on, it's usually terrified into you by terrified parents, and you're taken someplace once a week, and he scares you, at the very least. That's the best thing that can happen, is just the basic fear, or the God fear is good. Leave it at that. And that kind of sticks in there. It sticks in a little deeper. You know, so I'm not judging, you know, your faith. Do whatever you got to do to get by, right? Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Yahweh. The Marvel universe, I think, works for some people. It's a very popular belief system. They claim that it isn't, but I think it kind of is, because I've poked at the Marvel universe fans, and they react like religious fanatics. And it's dug in there pretty deep. They will claim, the grown male nerd children will claim that it's just entertainment, and why do I got to be some sort of buzzkill? Why am I bullying them? Well, quite frankly, I think at this point, nerd culture, I'm punching up, all right? They're no longer, you know, the huddled weirdos. They now sort of run the cultural apparatus. And I'm not saying, yeah, I am saying it's a shitty thing, but what I'm saying is that I think it's a belief system, and I don't think they're willing to admit that. There's a couple of bubbles, you know? You've got the Fox News bubble, which is evil and malignant. You've got the broader Christianity bubble, which can go either way. And then you've got, you know, the Marvel Universe bubble, which is culturally malignant, but not as evil as Fox, but it's troubling. It's troubling for a couple of reasons. One of them culturally is being like, if you're a grown-up who doesn't feel like they need or want to see those movies, you kind of feel bullied into going, and you have to literally resist. Like, I'm not going to go, because you know people, they're like, maybe it'll be fun. Don't go, don't do it. Don't give in, you're a grown-up and you don't know what it'll do to your brain. Brains are very soft. They're a lot softer than we assume. There's a lot of people that are, you know, allowing themselves to become stupid, and they don't even know it, and it's sad when you're their friend. So
But like, you know, for grown-up movies, the studios put so much money into those Marvel movies, and it kind of pushes the grown-up movies into your home, which is fine. But you know, sometimes you want to see a movie like a movie with an audience, not just with your cat, in my case. So, you know, sometimes because of Marvel movies, you have to drive 25, 30 miles to a smaller theater to see a good adult independent film with other human beings, like-minded people, where you all get to leave at the end confused by the ending. And you can overhear other people saying things like, did he die at the end or he didn't? Why is that not clear? Well, I think the director wants us to be having this conversation. Well, I don't like it. Why can't we know whether he died or not? It seems important to the movie. Well, see, it clearly had an effect on you. Is this the effect you want, though? But Marvel movies... See, the reason I think it's a belief system is some of these guys are my age, the fans of Marvel movies, and they've been reading like Marvel comic books since they were like 9, like 4 to 10 titles a month for like what, 40 years? I mean, come on, like those of you who read the Bible when you were a kid, you got away from it probably, you know, you lapsed a little bit. You don't read the Bible now unless you find a lump in your armpit or something, you know. But it sort of got away from me. These guys still read 4 to 10 titles a month, and you're gonna tell me that doesn't run deeper than just entertainment? Come on, there is a lot of grown male nerd children that when their life gets scary and existential and fucked up, you know, they bow down and go like, oh, Endgame will be out soon. You're like going, when is the next one coming? And I think they believe it deeper than you're assuming they believe it. And I think it's fine. You know, Jesus, Iron Man, doesn't matter really. These are good stories. They're good stories, good and evil, redemption. And oddly, you know, both of them, you know, could come back. Like, Iron Man died at the end of the last movie, but it's possible that he could come back. I think a lot of grown male nerd children are hanging on to hope, and they kind of know, like, he'll be back. And Jesus, of course, is prophesied. So, you know, we're on the precipice of 2 resurrections, folks. And I think it should be noticed or recognized that both the story of Jesus and the Marvel universe created in Jewish writer rooms. A couple thousand years apart, but you know, it comes from that amazing creative imagination that Jews have because of how great they are. And the reason I'm doing this is I just want to know that there's a few people in the room here, no matter how progressive you may think you are, that are going like, we get it, you're a Jew. Like, I just want to know that I'm causing that to happen. Because I believe that most people are anti-Semitic, given the option. I'm not saying they're walking around saying, fuck the Jews, they're terrible, but it doesn't take much baiting, you know, like, hey, you know, the Jews kind of stuff, yeah, you know, you're right, fuck them. Like, it's right there. And I think that I'm trying to find it in you so you see it in yourself. But I know you're asking, why are Jews so amazing? Where does that creativity come from? And I'll do a quick impression of Jewish creativity for you right now. This is my impression of Jewish creativity. Keep making shit up that they like so they don't kill us. It's a deep place. It comes from a deep place. Yeah. The more modern version of that in the comic book era was like, I didn't flee Poland for them to kill us. Keep making up superheroes. Similar thing. Am I right? I don't really know. I don't know. Here's the weird thing about being a Jew is like, I'm not religious, but I am prone to prophecy. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I'm not saying I'm a prophet, but if I'm terrified, I'll go mystical. You know, I mean, I don't mind. I'll do it. And sometimes it doesn't make sense. It makes sense to me. But like, I'll give you an example. Like I was hiking, and this wasn't too long ago, and I'm looking at the ground, and I realized, wow, a lot more lizards now. I don't know what that means, but like, I think it's deep. I think that Trump has opened the lizard portal, and I think you should share that. Why can't that be a little thing of information that you spread around a little bit? Just walk up to somebody like, say, Maron said the lizard portal's open, and people be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And you're like, I don't know, but it sounds scary. It sounds real. Sounds like it's happening. The lizard